All right, happy Tuesday, everybody. This is Harmony Muse with what I'm hoping is our final day of Final Fantasy. Let me get the Discordians notified and get this going, and let's get started. So I learned a strat to force encounters rapidly. I also preloaded it. So we've got one step that will cause an encounter now, so we just keep doing it until we get the Warmech. Why it's given us flan, I don't know. I realize this is boring for folks, and I do apologize, but... Well... So I've already decided on what game I want to do next. It's looking like we're probably going to be doing Metal Gear Solid, the original PS1 version. Yeah, I'm probably going to emulate it, but I have a physical copy literally less than 10 feet away from me. And there's a reason I emulate, even though I have physical copies. The amount of cord bloat in this small, cramped place where I live, having to hook things up through the television we have, it's literally easier. It's less pain. But it's been literally 2 decades since I played the original Metal Gear Solid. Oh, it's been 2 years since I played Metal Gear Solid 2. I remember 2001 when I first got my PlayStation 2. Back when those were hard to find and the memory cards were even harder to find. I legitimately was able to find in the Walmart where I lived at the time. They had like 3, 4, 5 PS5 or PS2s. But they didn't have any memory cards. Memory cards were all sold out, and for months. So for like a month, I had a PlayStation 2, a copy of Metal Gear Solid 2, and a copy of Final Fantasy X, but no memory cards. So I could play Final Fantasy 2 or Final Fantasy X for several hours. The first few hours of Final Fantasy X, multiple times in a row. And I got really good at getting fast at beating Metal Gear Solid 2 in one sitting. Because that was a game you could beat in one sitting. I mean, it took hours to do it. And the ending cutscene was like 30, 40 minutes long. And my fiance, who at that point was just my best friend who would crash out at my place at the time because she didn't have to cook. And she didn't have to pay for supper. Would watch me, playing through Metal Gear Solid 2. Again, getting further and further every night. After we got off of work. Eventually, I didn't get. Eventually, I had to get a memory card imported from Japan. My first memory card for my PS2 was a Japanese memory card, and this thing cost me $50. When normal memory cards from the United States were $25 at the time. And that was in 2001 money. So I was either playing my PS1 stuff on it because Sony was big about backwards compatibility. And PS1 stuff looked better on the PS2 than it did on the PS1 because of, I forgot why. There was some technical explanation they had for it. But I remember really, really getting intimately familiar with the storyline of Metal Gear Solid 2. And really enjoying it, even though it was a massive mind screw. And I would do all the secrets stuff, and do the naughty things like calling Otacon from inside the locker with the pinup photo, so it looked like, so Solid Snake had his naughty face. But I was sold on Metal Gear at the time because I had played the original Metal Gear on the NES, which I found out later was not the original Metal Gear. I had played Metal Gear Solid 2, rather Metal Gear 2, or rather, what was it called? Metal Gear 2 Snake's Revenge, which I later found out wasn't actually Metal Gear 2. And which was made entirely without Hideo Kojima's knowledge until and when he found out it was made, he's like, okay, I'm going to make my own damn sequel to my own damn game. And that's when they got Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake on the MSX, I believe. This does not seem right. How long have we been at this? 12 minutes. This goes on to 30 minutes. I'm going to just go ahead and say, forget this. We don't need to do 100%. Because this is getting aggravating. %, my lily white ass. Remember, the first time I ever fought him, it was just a random chance. The very first time I ever played the game. I had guys that were level 30-something in here, and he just basically took out almost my entire party with a single casting of flare. I realize I'm using confirmation bias, that it's the same 4% every time, and this is just as likely as him showing up the first time. So I'm starting to get slightly irritated. Give it 5 more times, and then we'll just go. I've wasted so much time on this, I could have probably had this game beaten last night. Or, that's 4. I seriously could have had this game beaten last session. That's 3. That's 2. That's 1. We're just going to go ahead and head out and just finish the game. I'm sick of it at this point. No need for a full complete. Now, as much as I really enjoy Metal Gear Solid 2 and played it to absolute death, one game I never played, Metal Gear Solid 3. So something I'm seriously considering doing is swapping off doing Final Fantasies and Metal Gears. Now, if Konami would ever get off their backsides and put a re-release of Metal Gear Solid 4 on a modern console, rather than, say, the PS3, I'd love to do Metal Gear Solid 4. But that's only ever been on the PS3, and you can't even PSN that one. Believe me, I've tried. If they would, I would throw money at that any day of the week. But it seems Sony's allergic to money. Hola, Drax. I see you're there. But as I was saying to folks, what I've determined the next game is going to be is Metal Gear Solid. So let dreams of cardboard boxes fill your soul. And we can't do the full monster because apparently Warmech is bashful, but we can do the full treasure chest. Is this adamantite? Oots. I'll use this to make you the finest sword you'll ever wield. Who says I'll be wielding it? Do I look like I have a knight in my party? And only eaters have never crafted a finer sword. Go on, take her, she's yours. And since I don't want the good people at Tight Moon to be, doing a claim on me, we're not doing our usual response every time we get this weapon. No, I was not able to fight the war mech. I manipulated it to where I had it where I was one step away from an encounter, and forced encounters for 15 minutes, but nothing. So I'm like, screw it. I don't want to have another session of an hour and a half of me walking back and forth. I was just aggravated about it. So we're doing it live. The curse of the fiends changed us to these forms and prevented us from speaking. The light of the crystals enabled us to speak again. We are the Sky People. We came to this shrine in an attempt to locate the source of the world's ruin. That was 400 years ago. The power of the four fiends absorbed from the crystals, it was being fed into the past by the black crystal. The one distorting the beautiful light of the crystals is the one we've been looking for all along. The true root of all evil lies just ahead. The light of the four we've been seeking all this time. That light will open the portal. The portal will transport you 2,000 years into the past and the beginning of this time loop. Shine the light of the four crystals on the black crystal at the center of the chamber. Doing so will open a time portal to this shrine as it existed 2,000 years ago. Yes, it's sad, but Go gadget time loop. You focus the light of the four shining crystals, fire, earth, water, and air on the wind crystal. Now we summon Captain Planet. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward and you will begin to travel, you will travel 2,000 years in time. Now here's the funny thing. Crap. Oh crap, they're gonna take a pound. Yes, we might even get more levels as we go down. Why burn spells and HP when I don't have to? I can see the light of the axe. That is a powerful axe. I'm going to get a couple of healers in for now. Death Eye, okay. I'm sorry, folks. I need to get up and make a 2-minute break. I will be right back. And back. Sorry about that. I had to take care of something. Okay. She literally hammered a dragon to death. I like that. Playing Prelude on an actual guitar. I like that even better. So we can get some of that healing in before the holy magic comes out. Apparently so. Worked out quite well. Not good. We're making slow progress through, but we are making progress through. This is what happens when you over-level for the final dungeon. I'm used to being in my 30s for this place. And hemorrhaging potions like the dickens. Okay, now we're in the Earth phase of things. This is not good. Now, and again, Discordian in front of the channel Drax says she was level 52 when they beat the game. It's part of the rebalancing for Pixel Remaster. And they would not be incorrect at that. I think I did it once at level... I'm not sure. So this was very much a game where if at first you don't succeed, throw more levels at it. The old school JRPGs were all like that. More stats, more everything, and you'll be good. Get some healing on. That worked. And Thunder will probably take them all out. Now we have the Lich fight. Or maybe not. That was supposed to be a refight against Lich, but we had a fight against Earth Undead, so maybe we won't fight Lich. Maybe. Of course, monkeys might fly out of my ass doing backflips, who knows. Bad time. Oh, it's actually a roll now. It's a required fight. Okay. So that happened. Chest, chest, and chest. Okay. Okay, that was a bit of chicken feed damage. That was not. Ow. That actually hurt them. Now this is going well. I should not say things like that. That's the way forward. We are not taking the way forward. The same pattern is working very well. Protect cloak, okay. Can't use, you can use it. For those watching on Discord, I am sorry if my connection quality is going to garbage right now. Well, let's see. It's what I have. Oh, I have something else I can use. Just been defaulting to that because it's what I've been autopiloting to. Forgot I had the gauntlets. Okay, then we just finished the fire. Almost finished. We still have to take out Marilith itself. Okay, so we are close. Working our way down. And I'm used to like half potions on regular potions now and not even having high pots, much less doing as well as I'm doing now. This might hurt a little. So he throws the water elementals to them. I guess that works. Now we got to deal with releasing the Kraken. Not weak to thunder. Work in progress. And back to full. And the preemptive healing from Chuck makes sure that if they do take some damage, it's not going to completely impact. Ultimately limiting the amount of healing I do have to use at my own volition. And there we have the Masamune, or Masamune, however it's properly pronounced. And now, Fan, our red wizard, oh here, has to stop and start casting some fire spells. Okay, we are in the next to the last floor of this dungeon. So we are very nearly done. Let's see here. Healing staff, Mjolnir, and that. That's going to hurt. Why, yes, that is an occult six-sided star around the center of this place. They took that out in the NES. Just like all the churches where you resurrect became houses, became doctors. Like all the churches in the first 4 Dragon Quests became houses of healing. Because we can't mention religion. Or anything vaguely occulty. Anyway, we're about to go fight. We are about to go fight Chaos. You remember me? I was once the most renowned Knight of Cornelia. "2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland." "Oh, you did defeat me then. But the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past." So, wait, so you're James Rolfe? You're going to take me back to the past? In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless cycle that I have created. Yes, I'm doing horribly. Oh shit. How much more HP can Chaos have? Holy hell. I've done probably, I think, a good 10,000 plus to him by now. Oh shit. That's a bad sign. That is a bad sign. He just hasted. He just hasted. Yeah, Mikulo just puckered there for a moment. Oh god. Or I could have just killed him. Holy crap. I did it legitimately. First try. First delve into the dungeon. Go me. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. Except if you play Stranger from Paradise, you'd know that ain't true, but, spoilers. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. Monsters had ran rampant as the world sank into darkness. But all that is now past. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world as they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. One was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into loop. None can say. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever, but the bravery of four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. Wasn't that a song by Blind Guardian, songs of hobbits, dwarves, and men, and elves come close your eyes? And now the return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. The true power was within you all along. For you are the warrior who crossed time. You are the bringer of light. Atreyu was never the hero, Bastian. It was you. Say my name, Bastian. Good Lord, I'm an asshole. References to the novel and movie Neverending Story, everyone. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Because remember, we're playing the Pixel Remaster, not the original. Oh, oh, oh! Right in the soul. Hearing that played on a flute. Anyway, that's quite enough of that. Happy to give the credits to those fine folks who put their work in for that. Anyway, that was Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, folks. Tune in tomorrow when we will begin a playthrough of the original PlayStation classic Metal Gear Solid. Thank you all. Let me see what time it is because it's been an hour and a half. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I will see you all on Wednesday.